In the first video, we learned how to solve really basic exponential equations. In this video, we will learn how to solve exponential equations that's a little bit harder. The equation is 3 to the power 2x plus 1 is equal to 5. And remember, I said to learn 2 steps. So we will follow the same steps again. We will use a logarithm to both sides. So it will be a logarithm of 3 to the power 2x plus 1 is equal to logarithm of 5. This is step number 1 that you will do all the time when you solve exponential equations. Next step, we will move the exponent in front of the logarithm. Don't forget to put this inside of parentheses. This is where students make mistakes. 2x plus 1 has to stay inside of parentheses. Times a logarithm of 3 is equal to logarithm of 5. What happened? We changed exponential equation to logarithm equation. And now logarithm equation we change to a linear equation. I know that it doesn't look like a normal linear equation because we never seen in our linear equation logarithm of 3, but if you type logarithm of 3 on your calculator, you will see that this is a number. So really what you have right now is 2x plus 1 times some number is equal to a different number. So this is a linear equation now. Because we have multiplication here, we have to divide by logarithm of 3. Whatever we do to one side, we have to do the same to the other side. Now we have 2x plus 1 is equal to a logarithm of 5 divided by logarithm of 3. The next step, we have to subtract 1 from both sides. I will go right here. So we will have 2x is equal to logarithm of 5 divided by logarithm of 3 minus 1. We still have coefficient 2 in front of x. And to get rid of it, we have to divide by 2. Again, it's a good idea to put this inside of parentheses and divide by 2. So your x will be, now you will type this carefully on your calculator, and the answer will be 0.2324867 and so on, and I ask you to round your answer to 3 decimal places. So it will be 0.232. Next example, we have 4 to the power of 1 over 2 is equal to 6. Again, this is an exponential equation because x is an exponent. Opposite of exponents are logarithm. This is why we have to use a logarithm to both sides. You see, we follow the same steps all the time. The next step, we have to move the exponent in front of the logarithm. And you have to put exponent inside of parentheses. Logarithm of 4 here is equal to logarithm of 6. My x is right here. We got a linear equation now, so we have to get rid of logarithm of 4 first. So I will move right here. It will be 1 over 2x is equal to a logarithm of 6 divided by a logarithm of 4. We have a fraction here, 1 over 2. The easiest way to get rid of the fraction is multiply by its reciprocal. And the reciprocal for 1 over 2 is 2. So we will divide by 2. This will cancel out. And whatever we do to one side, we do to the other side. So now we have x equal to logarithm of 6 divided by logarithm of 4 times 2. Please type this on your calculator and check that you know how to type these things on your calculator, because it's not easy. And normally in class, in lecture class, we learn this a couple times, how to just type this on a calculator. So the answer is supposed to be 2.58496. And again, when you round your answer to 3 decimal places, the answer will be 2.585. Let me know if you have any questions about this example. Now we'll solve a little bit different equation, a little bit harder, but not too hard. So we have 3 to the power 2x minus 5 is equal to negative 3. What is different with this equation? We have 2 terms on the left. And all the equations before that we solved, we always had just one term on one side and one term on the other side. So from now on, you have to remember to solve exponential equation, and this is an exponential equation because x is an exponent. We have to keep base to the exponent on one side, and the rest has to go to the other side. So this 5 has to go to the other side. We will add 5 to both sides. This will cancel out. We will have 3 to the power 2x is equal to 2. Now this equation looks more familiar. And it's a good idea if you stop this video and try to finish solving this equation on your own, and then check your answer. To solve this equation, you need to use a logarithm to both sides. We will move the exponent in front of the logarithm, and again, it's a good idea to keep this inside of parentheses. A logarithm of 3 equal to a logarithm of 2. We will divide by a logarithm of 3 both sides. And we will have at this point, it will be 2x equal to a logarithm of 2 divided by a logarithm of 3. How will we solve this equation? Because it's multiplication here, we will divide by 2. And to eliminate mistakes, you have to divide like this. On this side, 2 and 2 will cancel out. Please check that you know how to type this on a calculator. It should look like this. A logarithm of 2 divided by a logarithm of 3. Then it's a good idea to press enter. Then you will say divide by 2. So your should be 0.3154648 and so on. And we have to round this answer to 3 decimal places. So this is your final answer. Okay, and finally, this is the last equation in this video. And this equation, you probably saw it already in your homework. We have 14 is equal to 7 times 1.2 to the power x. Again, we have two numbers here. We don't like it. We want to have base to the exponent by itself on one side. Circle it. It will help you to see what you want to have on one side and what you have to get rid of. We have to get rid of 7. Do you see multiplication? What is opposite of multiplication? Division. This is why we have to divide by 7, so 7 will cancel out. And you remember, whatever you do to one side, you have to do the same to the other side. And if you divide, it will be nice and sweet. It will be just 2. 2 equal to 1.2 to the x power. Perfect. We have base to the exponent on one side, and stop your video, finish this equation on your own, and check your work. We will use a logarithm to both sides. We will use move the exponent in front of the logarithm. We will divide by a logarithm 1.2 both sides. We will type nicely everything on the calculator, and our answer will be 3.801784. And again, we will round our answer to 3 decimal places. So it will be x equal to 3.801. It's supposed to be 7. We have to round up to 8 or 2. Let me know if you have any questions.